Small and Medium Enterprises Association Malaysia, or Samanta, has urged the government to focus on upskilling and reskilling Malaysians for higher paying jobs instead of giving in to frequent calls for a higher minimum wage. President Dato' William Ng said prioritising a wage model that focuses more on productivity, such as the progressive wage model, should also be the way forward for Malaysia's employment landscape.
How many workers in Klang Valley are really earning below 1,500? Even P-hailing workers, after you deduct out the petrol, the maintenance and so on, it gets between 4,000 to 5,000 ringgit. So who would really benefit from a further rise in minimum wage? If you ask me, of course, naturally, we're talking about the foreign workers, not Malaysians, and not even, even an office boy or the cleaner are already earning way beyond 1,500. So raising the minimum wage at this point really doesn't help our low-wage worker at all. And you must also bear in mind that it is also not true that employers are not increasing salary over the years. The median average for Malaysian in the year 2010, when we first tracked the median wage, was 1,500 ringgit. Last year, it was 2,600. So that's actually a 73% increment over that period. So indeed, the government is now testing the progressive wage model. It is currently on a voluntary basis. We're looking at a number of sectors we tried out to see whether it worked for the employees, if you have to upskill them, whether the productivity goes up, and in tandem with that, then the salary should go up. So the only way to do so is to upskill and reskill Malaysian. Like I just said, right? A housekeeper can be trained beside making the bed and cleaning a room, can also do simple maintenance. If the doorknob falls out, the person can repair it. If the light bulb has problems, you can repair it. Then you cut down the need for this additional maintenance person that perhaps have to do the work previously, because now the job of 2 person is being done by 1 person without the person having really an additional work. It is just by the way, in that sense. So by so doing, we increases the productivity for everybody, and then theoretically, then the wages should rise in tandem.
William also talks about the reluctance of some employers to upskill their workers, saying that doing so will actually help their business in the long run.
We have many businessmen who come to me and say, look, we are so worried about training our employees, because when we train them, they get headhunted and pitched by our competitors, or in some cases, they go to Singapore and work. So my take is this: if you think it's expensive to train your employee and they leave, it is even more expensive if you don't train them and they stay with your company. So that's a perspective that I want to again repeat to any business people, any SMEs who are listening right now. And for the employees, the same. I think after the pandemic, we see the whole economy has changed. What you need to do to survive and to move up the career ladder or to survive economically in a country is totally different from before the pandemic. The world has changed. We cannot keep on blaming the government and say, look, why is our salary stagnant? Why are we not moving up? Why is our purchasing power getting low? Because the whole economy has changed. So we must accept that, and we must be willing to learn and move into this new economy, driven by digitalization, driven by low carbon, etc., the green economy. The whole economy has changed. We must acknowledge that this is a transition period that we rarely see, but we both workers and employees must acknowledge that and transition, and we skill ourselves for that.